This is not the typical video that I thought I was gonna make today. I only got dressed up for you all because I did not want to come on here looking super crazy. I am so mad right now for so many reasons, and I just feel like it's time to have a wake-up call. Okay, I don't know who this video is for. It could be for everybody watching, or maybe just a small subsection of you all. Let me just make sure everything is up and running, because that is important. Okay, so it is up and running. Good. So excuse me, you all, if I ramble a little bit. Of course, because of YouTube guidelines, you can't curse, you can't say certain things, and if you do, you have to let them know if you curse and what you're talking about, and everything is so monitored. And I took off the ads of this live video just to avoid that, because I wanted to speak from the heart. I wanted to talk about some things. I wanted to wake up and re-wake up a lot of people that are going through something right now, or having certain thoughts about certain things in the world. And I just want you to know that you're not alone. Okay, you're not alone. There is thousands upon thousands of us that know what's going on with this planet and can feel the shifts. Yesterday night, I really couldn't even sleep, and I came across something about Elon Musk with, I believe, sending satellites someplace. He was doing another one of those experiments, and it was heavily tied to the sun. And I got that download, I got that visual of the sun pushing back and fighting back. And then, the past couple of days, it's been so dark outside. It's been ridiculously dark outside. And as soon as the sun fought back and everything is happening and everything is shifting again, it's beautiful outside. I'm dreaming, I'm melting over the idea of just being outside and running in the grass, and soaking up the sun and being happy. And so really everything I'm saying, a lot of you already have within yourself. Everything I'm going to say in this video, a lot of you already know within yourself. So I'm not telling you anything you don't know, right? I'm not saying anything that you within your gut, within your mind, within your heart doesn't know. And what I say in this video, I'm also saying to myself, I'm saying to all of you, because, we're all connected, whether we like it or not. We're all connected in some way on this planet. And every single one of us, our behavior, what we put out, we get back and more. And I've realized that on a really big scale, like everything that we think, we do, we use our energy for is gonna react in some way. It's gonna affect something in the atmosphere. So I just want to be straight up and say to you all, stop being weak. We need to stop being weak. We are weak, okay? And I'm not saying that to be funny, but we the people, okay? We the people, the majority, the basically 99.9% of us who are not a part of the 1 to 5% of us, we are the majority, okay? Think about that. We are the majority. If you did not go to work, your company, that company, whoever your employer is, they would not make a dime without you, okay? Any way that you, me, your neighbor, your grandparent, your sister, your brother, Any way that we are using our energy, and remember, energy is an unlimited resource, okay? But it does not mean that the energy that we are using is being put in the right places. So as we are all seeing the prices rise and we're angry over failed promises and we're confused over the pandemic, and we don't know why people are dying. We don't know where this thing came from. We don't know what to trust, who to trust, what to follow. Okay, we are better than this. And I really had this realization like this morning, after I had that visual of the sun and a huge solar flare. I've been getting this vibe of solar flares for a while now. And I happened to bump into some accounts on Twitter and they were talking about this. And then I see this whole thing with Elon Musk and I'm like, okay, like I'm definitely on point because I'm seeing this. I'm literally seeing this, okay? So if you don't know, now you know. We have been in spiritual warfare. We're still in spiritual warfare at a very high level. So whatever you believe in on a religious factor, okay, religious basis, you should always be trying to speak out what you want to see in the world. Always try to speak out what you want to see in your life, because these evil powers, these evil people, these demons, okay, and that's the best word I could put it, they never rest. And when I'm speaking to you, I don't want you to hear me from a superficial or 3D base level. I want you to really feel this in your gut, in your bones, in your soul, because once you get what I'm saying, once you really understand what I'm saying, your body should feel like it's on fire. Your heart should feel like it's on fire, because they've lied to us all, okay? They've been lying. They've been lying from the beginning of time, okay? And all the knowledge that we need to attain and have, we don't have, okay? And it takes people like me, and it takes people like you, and it takes people who are whistleblowers and other people like that to raise even more awareness, okay? But the reality is that the things that we are subjecting ourselves to, the treatment, okay, the poor treatment that we around the world are accepting is unacceptable. We are the majority, okay? They cannot live without us. Do we understand that every single dollar that we put in a rich person's pocket for the heck of it is really a sin? Because you're buying things to keep up with people who don't care about you. Where a lot of people buy things to show on Instagram, okay? They buy things they can't afford, all right? When in reality, all that money should be going to yourself. All that money should be going right back into investing in yourself. Over my time of being on YouTube, I have gotten so many emails. I have gotten so many emails about, I want to start this and I want to start that. And how did you do this? And how did you do that? Well, first things first, I stopped spending money and giving money to people who don't deserve it. I don't give money to celebrities that don't deserve it. I don't just take whatever somebody tells me, whether it's a professor, whether it's a boss, whether it's a politician, whether it's even somebody on YouTube. I don't just take things at face value. I do my own research. So just upon the first basis alone, that we are the majority, okay? We, the people, are the majority. Why do we still have the same things happening year after year after year, if not worse? Why is it happening when we are the majority? Now, I want to touch upon people quitting their jobs in droves, because that is what I feel we're going to pivot into now. So this whole thing of people quitting their jobs, never going back to work, okay? That's a good thing. It's a great thing, actually, because people are beginning to realize that what they're getting paid is subpar. And you know how I know that? Funny enough, I had a representative from a so-called prestigious college in my state reach out to me because they saw that I was interested in a so-called master's programming, okay? And you know what they quoted me? They quoted me $42,000. You heard that right, folks. This university said to me, oh, well, our tuition starts at $42,000. And you're thinking right. I was nice, nasty. I was professional. I was direct, but I politely checked the person on the phone and said, nobody has that in cash. Nobody has that right now in this world, majority, to pay for no reason, with no guarantee return, with nothing but a pipe dream attached to any MBA, any master's program that I was to get into. And the person asked me, well, how many years have you been working for? How many years have you been working for? I said, sir, I've been working since 16 years old. Okay. And a lot of those years is not for working for anybody else. It's working for my family's business. Okay. But in addition to that, I've worked for other companies. So I said to him politely, well, you're telling me that there's a return on the investment, but yet I have looked online for jobs that you consider prestigious and hard to attain, or should be easy to attain with a certain level of education to their standard, paying, and this is not even a fabrication, paying $11 an hour, $19 an hour, $17 an hour. There's been times where I've looked in on certain company websites and they're putting, it's hard to even see $26 an hour. You have to literally scour and scavenger to find jobs that are paying well over $50,000, if not way higher than that in this country, specifically America. Okay. So I said to him, well, these companies don't want to pay what you're saying is an investment. Okay. So the way investment works is if you don't get a return on your investment, you lost. Okay. You will have to owe something even more because you don't have the funds, you don't have the flow of cash or checking to cover the expenses. That's common sense. So I just want to remind us and open our minds a little bit. They're telling people that you need to go get a master's to make $2 more, if not $3 more than what you are going to get paid with a bachelor's degree in a STEM field, IT, business. Okay, that's the most prestigious next to medical and being a lawyer that you can possibly get. There's nothing higher than that. Okay, literally. And government stuff is right next door, politics and all that. So having this conversation, I said to the person, I refuse to pay that. And he's going to go on, oh, well, based upon your GPA, if you have a listen to this, if you have a 4.0, you may qualify for a scholarship of $3,000. So did you not just say to me that the tuition is $42,000? So what in the bleep is $3,000 going to do? Now, I'm not ungrateful, but you're telling me that I have to have literally basically all perfect, every class is perfect, which is not guaranteed again, just to hope to qualify for $3,000. To qualify for $3,000. And this is how they play upon people's emotions, you all. This is how they program people for generations to think that this is the way to success. Can I tell you all that I have made more money when I was going gung-ho independently in previous years before the pandemic than I have ever made working a 9 to 5 ever in my life? And so when someone says to me that $18 or $20 or $23 is equivalent to making it in this system, in this world, in this country, I have to laugh. Because I've been in positions where I can make 230 minutes. I can make even more than that. Okay, all of you can. We all can. We all can. So stand up for your rights. Stand up for yourself. Because after all that conversation, you know what he said to me? He said to me, oh, well, because you're so outstanding, I can waive your application fee. Sir, respectfully, waiving an application fee, which could be between $100 and $300, is not going to do anything for me. I'm not an idiot. If I can't pay for it for cash, then I can't afford it. This is a mentality that Americans need to get. And this is the mentality that Americans can never survive on in this country because they won't allow us to. They will never allow us to. If you lived a life where you don't need credit and you can buy everything with cash, this country would hate that. The rulers of this country, the corporations, would never allow that because they want you to get into debt. They want you to suffer. They don't want you to own property. They don't want you to be free. They don't want you to have health. They don't want you to have a successful legacy. They want their family tree to be successful. They don't want your family tree to be successful, especially for those who are minorities. So I shut it down. And that conversation this morning just further sparked everything that I thought about this pandemic, everything I think about politicians. I don't even know if I will vote ever again. And they say voting is important. I'm totally turned off because is it real? You know, is it really going to make a difference when they're hiring their friends? And these are all politicians in bed together. Is it really going to make a difference? Like, you know, it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. So why are people working jobs that they despise, that they hate? Why are we doing it? And this is why I'm so happy that people are waking up, because why are you wasting your energy? Why are you wasting your life? Why are you going by their rules? Why are you buying this BS idea that if I get in debt enough at an institution, I will make it in life? No, I didn't have to pay a dime to make a YouTube channel. I have friends and family who have their own businesses. They didn't have to go to no college really to be rich. That's the truth. That's the truth. And if I had it my way, I would have never went. I would have went into real estate. I would have made a way for myself. But I come from a generation of people who went to college. So I was pressured like a pressure cooker into going. There was really no escaping it. It was embedded in me to go. And I'm not going to say whether I regret it or not, but it just further proves my point that they want you to suffer. They don't want you to have well-being. It doesn't matter what part-time job, what full-time job. There's never going to be any part-time or full-time job that you can make money enough, quick enough to pay $40,000, if not $50, $60, $100,000 off in the same year. It does not exist, people. It doesn't exist. Once those taxes hit, once you take the taxes out, then you're really in trouble. They make it so hard for you to get ahead. They make it, they have designed it that way. They have literally designed it that way so that you can never get to where you want to get to. So that you can never have the money you want to have. So you can never have the schedule you want to have. Ever. And so, why are we accepting this? Why are we accepting it? Why are we believing the lies? We are better as a people when we are healthy, when we are happy, when we are able to spend time with our loved ones. We are never, ever better off slaving. We are never better off being in debt. And don't let them lie to you, because you'll never be free, ever. And that's how they designed it. So unless you pay out of pocket, and unless you are working 3, 4, 5 jobs and more some, that narrative is not a healthy scenario. It's not a healthy scenario. People need to go back to the basics. All of us need to go back to the basics, which is you live what you can afford. That includes your shelter. That includes your so-called education, because it breeds depression. It breeds greed. It breeds mental illness. It breeds violence. It breeds competitive negative energy. There's nothing positive about this current system that we live under. And so I've chosen to unplug and deprogram, even down to a nutritional level, which says you should have 3 meals a day. You should have all this food, right? Who said? Okay, you could be vegan, you could not be vegan. You could eat 6 meals a day. You could eat 2 meals a day. You could even eat 1 meal a day and fast for the rest. They've tried to set rules everywhere, and people just go along with it. And this is the problem. We think that we are the little guy. We think that we are smaller. We are bigger. We're bigger. If you don't like what someone's paying you, look for a better job. If you don't like how someone's treating you, don't associate with them. Don't give them a pass. Don't give them an excuse. Because whatever somebody takes from you, what you don't have, they become a thief. That person or that corporation, that government, that figurehead becomes a thief of you. If they're not benefiting you, they're a thief. That's what a thief is. They take something that's not theirs. Okay? So do they own your energy? Do they own your soul? No. But for thousands of years, people have acted like they do. And they follow along the same pattern, generation after generation. And they don't unplug. And they don't wake up. Okay? Who said to you that you have to buy this, or this to be known as successful? I could give off so many examples of the absolute ridiculousness of it all. Just yesterday, a rapper was posting about a black rapper going into a Gucci store and being denied service. Okay? Whether it was a skit, a stunt, don't matter. It spoke volumes to me. People wanting to go to designer stores to buy Gucci and all this stuff, and they don't even like you. They don't even value you as a customer. And you're trying to, as a rapper or whoever you are, make them like you. They will never like you. And they don't have to like you. And so this is the example they set for the younger generations and for everybody else. That if I'm a rapper, if I'm this, if I'm that, they're going to look past certain things and they're going to accept me. It will never happen. It will never happen. And I'm going to apply that to any other celebrity brand, any other designer brand. I'm going to stretch it all the way out because it's the same old, same old. Especially those, once again, who are so-called minorities. Women, people of color, all that jazz, the way they politically put it. Okay? Or ethnic background, right? They don't care about your money. They don't care about you. So why are you queuing up on Black Friday or any other holiday or weekend event trying to buy a Gucci purse from a company that doesn't even validate your existence? Doesn't care if you're rich and black. Doesn't care what you look like. They just want your money. They don't care about you. They don't care about you. So why are people going on social media, posting videos about being denied or being looked over and not getting the best accommodation? You think they're going to give you the accommodation? They just want your money. Once you take the cloud away, once you take the brand away, you have nothing but a piece of leather good. Take off the word Gucci, scratch off a little bit of logo, and you have the same belt you buy anywhere. It ain't that special. And this is the same kind of culture that is destroying people's minds. Is if I just have that Gucci belt, if I just have that Chanel purse, if I just have that Lamborghini, if I just have that degree, if I just have this, it's fake. Do you understand that it's fake? It's not real. And anything you buy is gonna wear out. Even if you put it in a dust bag. I have designer stuff. Even if you put it in the best, you polish it, you scrub it, you put it in a dust bag. Somebody just tried to call me. I have my thing on Do Not Disturb. I don't know why it's happening. They always do that. Okay, I'm getting to a point. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, okay? It's not gonna last forever. That Gucci belt that you're trying to wear to impress people, they don't care. If you're going in debt to try to impress people, you're being stupid. And that's majority of people. Truth be told, that's majority of people. They go into debt to impress other people. What sense does that make? No, seriously, what sense does that make? It's the same thing with degrees. You attain certain amount of degrees to show the world that you're something. But if it really meant that much to you, you would not care what people think about it. You would just have it in your house. You would just have it in your filing cabinet or in a corner on a wall. You wouldn't need to splash it. You wouldn't need to flaunt it because it's not for other people. It's for you. Anything that you own, anything that you have is for you and your family. It's not for other people out here who don't care about you. They don't care about you, okay? They don't care about anybody. Nobody really cares. So if you're buying something to impress other people, you're being stupid. So that's point one. When it comes to money in America, especially, that would cut out majority of all the debt. People go into debt to try and impress people that don't care about them, to compete with their neighbors or whoever else is around, or their siblings, or their ex-partner. I got a bigger TV than you. I got a nicer car than you. Like, it's juvenile. So if you take out the ego and you take out that kind of thinking, what do you have? What do you have? You have abundance. You have room to spare. You have prosperity. You have good health. You have extra money to spend on your family, your loved ones. Not to flaunt anything, but to take care of your own people. So while you have these so-called celebrities flaunting what they're buying at a Gucci store, why don't you unfollow those people? I've unfollowed a lot of them. I've unfollowed a lot of celebrities in the past couple of days because they're not doing anything for me. They're not teaching me how to make money. They're not teaching me how to be healthier. All they're showing me is their trash behavior. and their nasty attitude and their vulgar outfits and their scandalous behavior. They're not showing me anything of value. What value is in that? And yet these are the people in America that thousands upon millions of people are clicking follow on Instagram. I want to follow Kim Kardashian. I want to follow Kanye West. These people have no class. I will say it again. They have zero class. They should have literally like 1,000 followers, if not 50. Their behavior stinks. I don't know why society is giving them so much power. I don't understand it. I really don't. Give that follow to a poet. Give that follow to somebody who is showing you how to better your life, an entrepreneur, a speaker, an author. That's a better follow. That's a better use of your follow, a better use of your time than following a celebrity who's throwing you a bunch of trash products from China with their ass half hanging out. It's embarrassing. It's pathetic. It's actually pathetic. And not until a couple of days ago, I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm done following these people. I'm done tapping that follow, but I'm done with it because they're not preaching nothing that benefits me, and they damn sure not talking about nothing that benefits you. They're not showing you how to make nothing into something. They're not talking about how to raise a legacy. It's the opposite. They're telling you do drugs. They're telling you cheat on your partner. They're telling you waste money on designer. They're telling you all the wrong things. They're telling us all the wrong things. You know why? Because we're stupid. They think we're stupid. And we are. We the people are stupid for giving them our time. We're stupid. I agree. Because if you clear your eyes and empty out your mind and just look at their behavior, look at their lifestyle, there's nothing that you think is noble about it. There's nothing noble about it at all. You're better off following an athlete. You're better off following somebody who's actually had to work for something and has shown through their success and their hardship how to be a champion. I'm embarrassed, especially for America. I'm sickened by our culture. I'm sickened by what we think is cool. I'm tired of people just laying down and accepting slave wages, crap pay, no benefits, no promise of anything. I'm tired of it. And all people are going to do is complain and say, I'm not getting paid enough. I'm not this, I'm not that. But like, what have you done to stand up for yourself? What have you done outside the box, or whatever the box is, to better yourself? Who did God make you be? What did God put in you to be? God's not putting you to be a slave, a mental slave, a physical slave, a work robot. God did not make you to do that. God did not make any of us to do all this. Here is us, is ours. Everything on this planet should be free. That's a fact. Okay? God never made a price tag. Man did. Evil man did. We never made those things. We never conceived of those things. So before you go back out in the world and you live in this world any way that is less than what your authentic self is and what your gut tells you to do, you are basically sinning against yourself. You are denying yourself of life. We've all done that at some point in our life, is deny ourselves of the truth. And that has to stop today. Stop believing these politicians. Maybe even stop voting for them. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is with that. I don't know. But they should not exist. If anybody in government is hired to help the people and doesn't help the people, it's void. Their existence is void. They serve no purpose but to rob from us, to steal our joy, to steal our future. They have no purpose at all. I don't care if they're reptilian. I don't know what they are. I don't care what planet they came from. They're evil. Okay? And they need to be wiped out. They shouldn't be here. They don't belong here. And a lot of them don't belong here. And we can stop them. We all can. Stop buying into their media. Stop buying into their products. Stop trying to prop them up because they're evil. They're literally evil. And they don't care about me, and they don't care about you. And they never will. And they never have. We're in the midst of a pandemic. And if I could have somebody on the phone tell me to get more knowledge, I got to fish out almost half of $100,000 to get that knowledge. It's bogus. It's fake. It's a trap. And how many Americans have followed that trap? Trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars in debt. It's a joke. It's literally hilarious that they have warped us to the T. They have found a way to intercept every fabric of our existence and screw it up. And we've let them. We've let them do this for generations, for years, for eons. And we sit and we take it and take it and take it. And it needs to stop, people. Do what you gotta do. But it's pathetic. It's pathetic. And if we accept it, it will keep happening. It will keep getting worse. That's just the reality. If we lay down and say, I'm just gonna take it, then they'll keep doing it. They will keep pressing that trigger button on all of us. They'll keep doing it and make it worse and more painful. Every year that's gone by has gotten worse. Every year that's gone by has gotten worse. And they do not care, and do not be deceived. They do not care at all. In fact, that's their plan. Their plan is to make it worse so that they can overtake all of us. They can do what they want with us. That has always been their plan. Always. Anything limited is an illusion. There is no, let's go back to the beginning. Energy is unlimited. Potential is unlimited. Anything in this 3D reality that tells you you are limited is a lie. It is a lie. It is fake. It is false. It is phony. It is a fabrication. It does not exist. Doesn't exist. The only true limit is yourself and how you think about yourself. That is the only limit that can ever really should exist in this 3D realm, if any. If you think that somebody else is stopping you, an institution is stopping you, a system is stopping you, it's a block. Remove it. Find a way. Get creative. I have many times. Stand up for yourself. Don't back down. Because the second you sit down and take a rest, the evil is going to work 10 times harder. And they've been. I've seen it week after week. People sit there and take it. Getting robbed, losing thousands of dollars in the stock market, crypto, you name it. Y'all are getting robbed off the coals. And you're believing NTFs, you're believing crypto, you're believing all of this. It's another trap designed by the same people, folks. There is no difference between crypto and anything else. It still requires cash to purchase it. It's not free in the air. It takes money. Any kind of money, whether it's digital or not, it still takes money. And they fooled us, by thinking that that is the way. That is the truth. It's not. The more you make, the more they tax. And yet, even if you had $10 million to your name, they'd still find a way to take some of that. It's not all just your money. They want to find ways to take as much as they can. Making 40,000, 50,000, they want to take as much as they could take off you. That's the cold reality, people. So if you're ever in a situation where you think that you're alone and that you're you're feeling crazy and you're living in an evil world, you are. We are. Okay? Well, the world ain't evil, but the people in it sure are. And the principles that it's built on, it is beyond evil. It is highly deceptive and illusionary. And people need to understand that it starts with you, what you believe. If you believe that you're worth $20 an hour, that's what they'll give you. I don't believe that. I never have. Or 7 or 12 or 15. It's limitless. They can't pay me enough. Nobody can. In any corporate setting, they can't pay me enough. Really. They can't. So you go for the best. You live the best. You preserve your energy. You protect your heart. You don't give your energy to these evil people. You don't give your time to these fake demonic celebrities. Stop doing it. It's a waste of time. Sit down, read a book, get busy, build your own business, begin to network with like-minded people, get creative. Creative is where it's at. Get creative. You want to do something, then do it. Okay? It may not be perfect, but it's a start. That's how I started. That's how I've been starting since I was 13 years old. No one's going to control me. No one's going to rob me. This is my life. This is my life. This is my life. I wanted to make this video because I'm tired of people thinking that their life is toyed with, is a game. Overall, the existence of so-called life may be a game. Of course it may be, okay? We're not going to go in simulation through all that, but but you don't have to be played with. That's the bottom line. So thank you all for watching. I hope someone got the message. It's time to stop being weak. Stop believing the lies. Stop trying to post all your business on social media. Stop trying to post your relationship. I don't care who that person is. Stop putting your business on social media. Because all they're going to do is track you. All they're going to do is watch you even more intensely. That's what they want. They want you to post everything you got. They want you to ruin your mental health. They really do. Why do you think celebrities go insane when they're dating somebody and paparazzi are following them? Because they want you to go insane. They want you to exploit yourself in a negative way. Be smarter than that. Be braver than that. Take back your power. That's all I got to say right now. Bye.